Greenland, Nagaland, 2018 June moina de establish korigena aise. Aro ajilaga din de amikhan ki chanibo pare ase guledu Greenland, Nagaland bra Nagaland de first ever electric pass launch korea amikhan dekhi pai ase. Electric pass tu amilaga pichi de ase. Takhan koi ase ki itu pardo pass tu ektai class hai. Ulibi November moina namuria ke de tan 16 passes ani bole tahan koi gena ase. Aro itu 16 pass tu 16 districts ni media ase guna tahan itu chanai de gena ase. Tahan koi ase ki itu par kuntu electric pass itu ase. Itu ando fully tourist oriented ase. Aro public khan ni media noy. Ulibi tahan koi ase ki in the coming days all of upgradation kan kurigena public khan gibi service di bole laga kotha koi ase. Aji laga din de advisor food and civil supply keti sokalu tai aishi aro tai bra hi officially launch kurise. Program de tai bra kotha kura homoi tai kuise ki amika laga state Nagaland bi hoy alag metropolitan cities kan nishna iman polluted na thagile bi pollution du ase, especially gari khan pahar bra ahi gena yede apply kuran pollution bishi omit kure. Itu nimide enaka initiative lugina ahia do bishi bal initiative ekta lua ase guna tai itu chanai dise. Kotha gina cha homoi tai du bi koi ase ki party le do Greenland, Nagaland bi kundu Hornbill festival ahi ase. Enaka time de tourist khan ge ferry grubole more resource initiate kurigina lui chale do bishi bhal hobo gina tai itu koi ase. Aibi amikhan Greenland, Nagaland ba kundu first ever electric pass launch kurse. Itu laga opor de detail program de sai lobo.
Shri Tokuga Shukalu to kindly do the honors of launching the air-conditioned green vehicle.
In the name of God, I dedicate this bus to the people of Nagaland.
It's a unique honor for me to be giving the welcome address to all of you here. Especially today is the World Tourism Day. So on this auspicious World Tourism Day, we are launching the first air-conditioned and electric bus for our state. This is the first electric bus for the whole of Nagaland. And so we would like to really welcome our guest of honor, who is no other than K.D. Sakalo, the Honorable Advisor of Food and Civil Supplies, Nagaland. He was also former the head of administration in Dimapur. So it's so befitting that K.D. Sakalo, the former head of administration in Dimapur, coming to launch the first ever electric bus of the state of Nagaland. So it's really a historical day today. And we really warmly welcome him, and let's give a warm round of applause also for his coming. Today we have invited only a very few people, and out of that, even our former minister, Sir Kashiho, the former Minister of Geology and Mining, is here. So we really warmly welcome him, and also so many heads of offices we see here, and also primarily we have invited the printed media. So even from Dudarshan, I see officials that are here, and also from Post, Mirror, and so many other friends from the media have come. So we would like to warmly welcome all of you here. And I think today will be a very significant day for Northeast India too. Because for the whole of Northeast India, this very air-conditioned electric vehicle will be the first to be launched by our Honorable Advisor. And why we call it green? Green means it's pollution-free. It has only the electric machine to start and go for about 170 kilometers. And we don't use diesel or we don't use petrol, nothing else, no gas. But only through the electric engine it moves on. And so it's very, very eco-friendly. And this is the principal reason why we call it electric and green bus. So we are really honored to welcome all of you here on this very historical day for the state of Nagaland. And of all, we're really so happy and delighted to have our Honorable Advisor, K.D. Sakalo, with us to address on this occasion. Thank you very much.
When I came to Nagaland for the first time in June 2018 at Eden Medical Center, somehow Dr. Alamla had seen my research paper on Nagaland And through Tushi Wangtong, she sent it to Mr. Rio, the chief minister. After going through the paper, Mr. Rio said, don't let this man go home. Let him make Nagaland his home. And it was only then I started working with him. And my first deliberation with the chief minister in Delhi on 5th of July, what he had told me is that we have so much of misgivings about Nagaland outside the state, even within India and outside in the world. People still think that we are headhunters, we have insurgents, so there is hardly any tourism that is being utilized by the world outside. What happened later on was that he wants, I understand, that there should be more footfall for the tourists and we should also get investments coming to Nagaland. I thought on this as to how we achieve this. And in my research work for next 3 months, I presented to him a copy, mock copy, of Greenland, Nagaland, through Mr. Abu Masa and Mr. Tushi Wangtung. Tushi is no more here with us, but I still remember. And though CM had acclaimed the work and wanted it to be published on the Hornbill Day 2018, somehow there were many other reasons for which we inaugurated with late CM Chan at the same venue outside with a big gathering of people. And we launched it on the Republic Day 2020. And thereafter, it had created a big impact in the society outside because Jyoti Kalash, who is our Chief Resident Commissioner in Delhi, and we went personally to each of the embassies and distributed the copies. And thereafter, with the public sector enterprises, the chairman of all of them, I happen to be one of the chairmen of the public sector, so it was easy for me to approach them. And it was such a resounding success, but unfortunately, COVID-19 intercepted our efforts. And we tried to relaunch the magazine, but with not much of support coming from within, it was very difficult. But I was determined to do it. Now, we have developed our own app for this Greenland Nagaland will come up as a daily newspaper, English newspaper, and it will be driven by digital technology and artificial intelligence. I'll explain to you in a nutshell. When you see any newspaper photograph or see in the mobile, you can't change them. Whereas I have utilized artificial intelligence, I've been working on it from 1981. And we have been successful now, so much so that we have invitations from Hollywood to do it for them. I refused to go there because I said we'll first do that for Nagaland, because that was the source of inspiration for me. So when you will see the next issue of the Greenland Nagaland as a daily newspaper, you can see it on your mobile, you can see it on any device, you can see it across the platform, and also on our own website. We have created an app which is web-mountable, dedicated app. And with that, we shall be launching Greenland Nagaland on another day, probably the Deepavali. And when we continued with our research work, what more could be done for Nagaland? We identified 3 or 4 areas. My first mission is education. We must create an awareness in the people's mind as to why we need green environment. What is green? Green is a combination of yellow, which means enthusiasm, which means your initiative. And this yellow, when it mixes with blue, which is heavenly, which is nearer the God. So that is called green. That means we have an important activity all around. So my first mission to start this Greenland Nagaland was to go for educating, creating an awareness as to why we need green environment. Second was the newspaper. Then after education, we thought of enterprise. As you know, we have micro, small and medium enterprises called MSME. I had worked with, since my days in IIT, I came out and I was invited by ex-president, late Pranab Mukherjee, to work with him. And we worked on what was then known as SSI, small scale industries. But it went on adding more and more initiatives, and finally we came to do a complete range from micro to enterprise. Enterprise means normal business, not only industry, trade, commerce. So we have now come to a stage. I'm personally promoting MSME in Nagaland. And second thing, within this tourism sector or green sector, we have identified what more can be done. In that, we have identified green toilets for the tourists. I had a very bad experience in returning from Mokokchung to Dimapur. On the way, there is nothing, no toilet. Right? And we started very early in the morning, and halfway through, I was in absolute shame that I had to request somebody to go to his house. And anyways, from that day, I decided that we must develop toilets. Not only simple toilets, it must be solar-powered toilets with enough of water and both Indian style and Western style facility. So that foreign tourists, when they come, they will be able to use those. And we need them in all the 16 districts. I have prepared the project report for that, for submission to the Central Ministry. We'll be employing, if that project comes through, we'll need 400 boys and girls to help us. So it will create an employment potential for the youth of this land. And then next we thought of having green agriculture, green handloom handicrafts. And if you know, the latest technology in textiles is using banana plant for making textiles. After all, it is cellulose only, so you can stream it down. And thirdly, we have now come with green aviation. I've got a license, I'm a pilot. So green aviation, I applied, and in 20 minutes time, I got it approved in Delhi with the help of Hardeep Singh, who was then the minister in charge of aviation. And within 20 minutes, we got the license from Greenland Aviation, and my catchline was Greenland Nagaland. Go green, fly green, like that. So we are waiting for that to happen because it needs runways. If Nagaland government doesn't give me the runways to the size we need, all the other 7 states have already confirmed to me that we can run this show. Excepting in Dimapur, unfortunately, we do not have facility to run, but I have already planned for jet planes in Dimapur. Small size, 19-seater jet planes to run to all the district headquarters and to other 7 capitals and terminate in Kolkata. So with that, there are many other plans. We have a special kind of medical college to come up. I have already been promised from USA that they will finance these schemes, and we will be probably the world's only number one hospital, medical college, with allopathic, Ayurvedic, yoga, then Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. All these will be integrated because today we fight amongst doctors, we fight who's better, whether Ayurveda is better or whether we should go for a normal allopathy. But our concept is totally different. We want to integrate and network this knowledge into one domain. Ayush, not the Central Ministry. In fact, the Central Ministry was also formulated by me, and that was the object of setting it up in Nagaland. Then we have Harbour Hill Resort, like in Kerala. You have herbal treatments inside the resort. And there are many other schemes which I have written down, probably you can take it from me also. But for today's occasion, it is the Greenland Nagaland tourism on the tourism day, so that our tourists who come here, who will be our potential source of revenue for the state, will enjoy their stay and go back as friends. We bring strangers to our country and send them back as our friends. That is the whole mission of Greenland Nagaland. We have many more projects in mind, and we'll keep doing those gradually over the next 2-3 years. And hopefully, with all your support, we shall be successful. Thank you very much.
Our state, Nagaland, has a great potential for tourist inflow, and we can generate employment
Notifications. Follow the notification on your phone to get one notification access.
through tourism. We can explore our resources through tourism. As Dr. Sorich has said, we'll make Nagaland a grain in food, grain tourism, grain transportation, and all. Grain means peace, according to me. Peace, and that prosperity, pure, and then purity and pollution-free environment. Greenland Nagaland, as we have called ourselves, was first launched by Dr. Swaraj way back in 2022, right? 22. Pardon? 20. It was in association with the Development Authority of Nagaland. But because of the COVID, he could not continue it. Still then, after a few years, he has initiated to go it digitally, and as he has said, it will be available in our website. And also, we have decided to form a group of people. We have decided to make it into a platform where anyone can come and join us, and where anyone can contribute. And that's what we have decided, and we have decided to name it as Greenland Nagaland. But after working out, we will add another word that is either a trust, either a foundation, or either some sort of NGO. And everyone who wants to join is invited, will be invited. And we will also invite investors from different, from Nagaland, or even from outside the state or outside the country. And I hope there will be great response, and we will be able to develop our state and upgrade the economy of our people through our initiatives. You know, when we talk about tourists or tourism project, our people think that tourism means it's only Dimapur and Kohima or some nearby around towns. And we feel that we don't have proper hotels, we don't have proper facilities to accommodate them. But according to me, doesn't need to look for good accommodation. They don't look for good food. They can go with it. Only one thing they need is a good toilet, which will be possible. They will sleep even in an alternate house. They are ready to sleep. And we plan to take we plan to take the tourists to the remotest corners of the state. Like we can send them to the village, and they will be able to enjoy. They will be able to enjoy. They can, if they like, we can let them go to the field, our farms. Let them taste the reality of the Naka farmers. Let them enjoy our festivals. We have so many festivals, and we call it as Nagaland as a land of festivals. And we will try to make. Sorry. We will try to bring as much as possible, tourists as much as possible. At the same time, we will also make plan to send our people outside the state where they can go and taste the life of the real life of other states or other countries. That's what we have. So we'll tie up with the agencies, travel agencies within the state, within the country, as well as within the outside the countries, so that they will come. We will plan out where they will go. We'll make out the tourist map, tourist road, and then we'll send them. So I think if we work seriously, tourism can be one of the most efficient agency to produce, to generate our resources. Through tourism, we can sell our forests, we can sell our culture, we can sell our field. Not exactly selling out the things, but we can earn from there while our friends from outside they come and enjoy it. That's what we have in mind. I just want to set some examples which I've encountered. What is tourism? Tourism, what other people, through tourism, what other people do. When I was a student in Veterinary College, Canberra, in the fourth year, we went for an excursion. And a few kilometers from Mysore, we went by bus. We traveled around 2 hours, and we were taken to a place called where they have found the sword of Tipu Sultan. On the way, while going on the way, on the bus, the guide used to tell us about the Tipu Sultan's life, how he grew up, how he fought, how he wrote. So we were very much excited to see that place where they have found the sword of Tipu Sultan. And after reaching the spot, which is about, we walked for about 100 meters. And then when we went there was just a small monument about the size of a milestone. And there it's written, here the sword of Tipu Sultan was found. Nothing. So maybe I don't know what my other friends has felt, but for me, I was really dissatisfied. When he talk about when he tell us the story of Tipu Sultan, when we were on the way, we were so excited to reach there. But when we reached there was nothing, no shed, no houses, just a small milestone, and there it's written as, here the sword of Tipu Sultan was found. Nothing. And we returned back. Here, the agencies, the travel agencies, they have earned a lot of money. Just taking us to the place, showing them the place, and return back. And they have, we were in 3-4 buses, so bus charges plus guide charges, so maybe a few thousands they have earned. Second incident in Mumbai, we went to Elephant Cave. There we meet a tourist guide, a young chap. He said, up in the hill, there is a big cannon. If you want to go up there, I'll take you and I'll show you. So we Naka friends, 6 of us, we went up, and when we reached there, there was, as he said, there was a big cannon aiming towards that Mumbai city. He said, but I forgot which country has used that cannon while attacking Mumbai. And then we stayed there for about 20 minutes and came back. He charged us rupees 500 each per person. So within 1 hour, he just took us up there, showed us, and then come down, and he earned 6,000. That's how people earn through tourism. Again, I was in Kohima that time as an MLA, and one friend from Guwahati, he rang me up one day, afternoon, and he said, Doctor, one of my friends is from Guwahati. He has just reached Moriani, and he wants to go up to Kohima, Mogokchung, but he don't know how to go. He don't know where to stay, and he don't know to whom to contact. So I asked, what for he's going? He says he's going to record, just to record the voice, the sound of the river, the sound of the streams, the chirpings of the birds, and how animals, the sound of the animals, and how sound produced in the forest. So I said, what? What? I asked. No, he's really going to record those sounds without any disturbances. That means no vehicle sound, no human sound, only nature he want to record. So I said, no, don't send him to Mogokchung. Mogokchung is down and he will not be able to find such a place. Ask him to go to my village, car. And he can stay in my parents' house. I'll provide a guide for him. And I'll send a vehicle to Changi. He can go up to Changi by any vehicle. Then get down at Changi Junction. And then he'll be, my boy will pick him up. But he have to pay the charges, I said. So after some time, my friend quickly answered, like, oh, he's very happy. He likes to go. So he went to my village and stayed there for 4 days. I ring him up one day. How are you, friends? We have never met. I haven't seen him also. And he's, really, I'm enjoying. Then when I asked the villagers, what does he do? Where does he go? He go to the jungle by 4 in the morning. One of our village boy has been loaded to guide him. He'll go to the rivers, streams, record the sounds of the water flowing, record the sounds of the birds, animals in the wind that blows in. And he stayed for 4 days, and he went. Another incident, I'm just taking a little time. One day, I rang up from Kohima to a friend in Mogokchung. I asked him, he's running a good hotel. So I asked him, Tamba, how many days tourist stays in your hotel? I asked him. He said, Mogokchung is like a transit camp. You will come from Kohima. You'll come from Kohima, reach in the evening, hold the night, and early in the morning, you proceed to Tungwa. And vice versa. From Longmont, you'll come, hold the night there, and goes to Kohima. Why don't you make them stay for 1 or 2 days so that you'll earn at least something, and our people can also earn? He said, there is no place of entries for the tourists in Mogokchung. There is no place. That's what he said. But I feel there are lots of places of tourist entries, not only in Mogokchung, but anywhere in Nagaland. So I told him, do you have a tourist do you have a tourist plant? Have you charted out a tourist plant? No, sir, where should I take them? You see, you can make them roam around the down. One day, send them to Omwa village, the second largest village in Nagaland. Send them to Lungkang village, where there are eco caves, where there are historical places. Send them to Mabungchokit, in Forester. You can also send to your village or my village. They can go enjoy the the day and return back. And they will stay in your hotel. In that way, you can make profit. You can let our people earn something. No. Our Naka house, suppose, if you send a tourist to a Naka house and give him time enough if you like to stay, how many long times you want, you are free. For us, if we are given such a chance, we'll just go, see, this is a house, this live here, you cook here, you do that till we'll come out. But who are tourists? Everything inside the house is new. They will enjoy looking at the bamboo spoon that we have made. They will enjoy the baskets we have made. They will photograph. They will find out how it is made. They will make it. No. And tourism is we make something out of nothing, I should say. We'll make our own history according to what we have learned from our parents, our forefathers. We can take them to the forest. There are people who have never seen the jungle. They know better than us what is jungle. They know better than us what is a tree. What tree is it? They know better than us about the bird. But there are people beside having all the knowledge. They have never seen the forest. They have not seen the bird. They have not enjoyed the taste of a stream. So they want to enjoy that. They want to enjoy that. And those people, those type of people we have to invite. We have to invite. And we can, in future we have planned that we are launching the first vehicle today. And if everything goes well, we'll have at least one bus each in each district. That's what we have planned. And also we'll have our own agency in each district where we can bring in the tourists, send them there, let them stay, let them have stay in homestay, accommodate them in homestay, and then we'll make plan to take them to the field, even to the field, carrying the basket, Naga baskets, and with the food wrapped in banana leaves. They'll be taken to the river, streams, let them fish like the Naga traditional way of fishing, not using chemicals, explosives, net, but as we block the river and fish it, we will make them enjoy the life of Nagas. And I believe there will be thousands and thousands of visitors if we initiate. But to achieve that, it's not just the work of few members alone. Today we have our members. I've been elected as a president, Dr. Swaraj as secretary, Dr. Mong as treasurer, and we have few more executive members who could not attend because some of them are out of station and some have gone for treatment, but they have sent us the message that we are with you. And we invite anyone, whether students, right from a child to an old man to join the movement, to join us. And also we invite your suggestions. What you give us suggestions so that together we can make it successful. And at the same time also, we also invite donations and investors, both from the state as well as outside the state. If anybody wants to invest on some project, we will tie up and then try to make it successful one, the best as possible. And we have a long plan, but still we are nation organizations. It's hardly a few months we have initiated this work, and now again starting from tomorrow after launching this one, I think our faces, our colors will be changed. Maybe all the members will be you'll find in a smiling face, and I hope all of you will join us, and then together we can work. Together we can build our state. Together we can build our economy, the position of our people through joint effort. Thank you.
It's been a pleasant day for me, and I had a pleasant call from Dr. Longrinikan the other day when I was going up to Kohima, saying that he has come up with this initiative, and if I could join him in launching this Greenland, the new electric vehicles. And I'm very happy to notice a lot of my old friends here. Dr. Mongwati, who we had worked together, my brother, Kasho, who was a former minister, and of course Dr. Longrinikan, we had worked together, and many others who are here. Many things have been said about the green initiatives taken by Greenland Nagaland, and I am really pleased that they have taken this, like-minded people have taken up these initiatives. It's high time that we be conscious about our environment. I believe Greenland Nagaland started as a magazine by Dr. Mukherjee, and then the like-minded people caught on to his ideas, and as he has explained to all of us, the initiative that he has taken to ensure that the environment of our state, God-given beautiful land of Nagaland, we are caught up so much in the modern facilities and the pleasures that we get out of the things that we are getting today. We think that that's it, but I'm sure all of us are aware the pollution in our state, it may not be as high as Delhi or any other cities in India, but you can imagine the number of condemned vehicles coming in from Delhi, from Assam, from any neighboring areas. If you just pass by the national highway, the amount of old vehicles which are actually condemned in other cities. And here, I think nearly every family in Nagaland has a vehicle. Look at the congestion in Dimapur. Look at the congestion in Kohima. Look at the congestion in any of our towns, big or small. So I'm really happy that this initiative is taken by the committee. They are saying they are still setting up, but I was asking Dr. Longrinikan. Many of my old friends are also there as members. I just wanted to make a suggestion. It will involve a lot of resources, so the company or the committee that you're setting up may not have initially that much. Why don't you outsource to the various districts who are interested to be a partner in this initiative? They can buy the vehicles and you work out the modalities and how you go about it. That will definitely help you grow faster. Secondly, recently we had a committee headed by the Chief Minister. Then we had the two Deputy Chief Minister as members and me also as a member. We are coming up with the innovative schemes for Nagaland. Every year we have new ideas coming in, take up new initiatives. So in that context, IDAN had submitted a proposal to buy buses. Now, Dr. Longrendikan has talked about tourism. We are going to celebrate 25 years of Hornbill Festival in December. The congestions of vehicles during the festival, the traffic jams that is caused. So we discussed that we should buy buses so that it can ferry the tourists up and down, like Dr. Longrendikan was saying, from here to Kohima, from Kohima to the venue site and back. So I was just thinking, if these buses can be arranged, we have earmarked some money to buy some buses. We are giving it to, I think, IDAN. So if you can contact the people there and try to tie up something so that you can get it done. And I'm sure the talk about inflow of tourists in our state, year by year tourism is increasing. The tourists are increasing in numbers. But it's, in only particular areas, Dimapur, Kohima, the eastern areas, Wokha, Pek, other districts are not much touched. The idea of homestay, the hotel facilities, the tourist guides, because as you travel along, Dr. Longrendikan was talking about his stories about Tipu Sultan's sword and the Aurangzeb, the Ajanta caves and all that he had gone. We have gone around the world also. We pay so much money to the tourist guides, but as we travel along the way, for example, China, when we traveled, it was nearly a day's drive from one point to the other. Every station, the tourist guides, they tell us that this is that, this is that, this is this village, here they produce this, here they grow this, here they cultivate this, all the stories they tell. And I'm sure our tourist guides are also being well trained by the tourism department. And our Honorable Minister, Mr. Timjan Lim Nalong, is also trying his best to ensure that all the facilities are there in Nagaland. People, mainland Indian citizens also are slowly changing their mind. Earlier they thought that we were not Nagas. When we travel to other parts of India, they think that we are from Nepal or from some other places or Chinese. But today they are getting to know Nagaland and they want to visit Nagaland. During the previous government also, they had made it a compulsory thing that all the union ministers visit Nagaland or the northeast states, all the states. You know about the Look East initiatives taken by the government of India. But unfortunately, because of our neighboring states' problem, things are not really being picked up at the moment. But a time will come. Today, the foundations laid by the senior elders here is for the young people to follow up tomorrow. Don't think that the leaders of today are going to be here forever. As far as possible, the vision of our present governments to ensure proper infrastructure is made for the younger generation to take over. Politicians of today will be a history tomorrow. And today's youth, today's upcoming boys and girls will be the leaders tomorrow. I'm happy that our societies have also expressed their willingness and participated in the urban elections. You see, it has been said many times, though we had made 33% reservation for women, overall it was 37 or 38% women participation this time. And how many women are now holding very responsible chairs as chairperson, as vice chairperson? It is a big challenge for the ladies today. Your performance today, their performance today will speak for the next election. And I can guarantee that more women will participate also. So all these are happening. People talk about the road condition in our state. You all are aware And the people of the state are aware that Nagaland, the soil is geologically very, very young. No matter how good a road we make, it always, the road sinks or something or the other happens. You look at Maharashtra, you look at Gujarat, look at the floods that's happening, look at the, the potholes in the roads in Maharashtra itself. But we have a very easy tendency to blame the government of the day. Things are changing in Nagaland. We have to be patient. It will all be delivered. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but definitely our government is trying its best to ensure proper development, proper infrastructure is made so that the ease of transport, the ease of living, the comfort of what others are enjoying is provided to each and every family. So I look forward to the initiatives taken by the Green Nagaland, and I wish the team who are starting today, which as mentioned earlier will be running in Dimapur at the moment, but to make it effective, if you could put in more resources or however you're going to manage it, at least during the Hornbill Festival, it would be good if you can bring in some more buses to ferry tourists to ease the transport. I'm really happy to see all of you. Thank you so much for inviting me, and my best wishes for the success of this launch. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this Greenland tourism is an initiative from the center, and we plan to have at least in all the 16 districts. Initially, this is the first bus that's come in, and it has 6 doors, three on the right and 3 on the left for the convenience of the tourist. And also principally it's covered with all the glasses so that the tourist can have a view of the entire city as well as the rural area. So this is basically for the comfort of the tourists. And we see that many tourists are coming in, especially in Hornbill. We see hundreds and thousands of tourists coming in, but there's no conveyance for them, no proper conveyance for them. So this also could help the tourists coming to the Hornbill Fest.
What is Greenland Nagaland? Tell us.
Greenland Nagaland.
Is it an NGO?
Yes, it's basically an NGO right now. And Greenland Nagaland would talk about the pollution free. We really think about the pollution free. And therefore this very bus which we see now is pollution free, and also it does not emit anything that's from diesel or gas. It's run by electric. It's an electric engine, air conditioned. So Greenland basically is for free of pollution.
Okay, so you'll be running this bus?
Yes, we will.
Greenland Nagaland?
Yes, this Greenland Nagaland will be running in each district, and
So
this one would.
the NGO Greenland Nagaland will run this
Yes,
bus?
yes, we'll be running.
We'll have entrepreneurs from each district who will be responsible for running this service.
How many, as of now, do you have, and then how many are you expecting? I believe this is more or less in the essence of the Hornbill Festival.
No, not really. This is the first one which is initiative in Dimapur, and there will be 16 more by the end of November. 27th we have deadline, so that it is available to the tourists from the Hornbill Day.
So after the Hornbill Festival, will this ferry normal passenger or?
No, this will be meant exclusively for the tourists. But we'll have another set of more powerful engines for the common people of this area.
How many seats?
This has got 14 seats with announcer, the tourist guide, and the driver. 16 are there. We are now trying to build. I'm redesigning one part with a higher capacity engine, and we'll also have a toilet facility. So the biggest problem in any country, I've gone around the whole world, and I've seen that the problem with the tourists is that we do not have the facility. But in Europe, you can always get any petrol pump, will always have that facility, but we don't have those things here in India. So we like to have toilets like in the airplanes. Similar toilets will be built up here. It will take time, but we are redesigning the whole concept. And I think by end of November, there will be 32 more, so that besides the tourists, the local people can also use. But we are looking for MSME entrepreneurs who will take advantage of the Prime Minister's scheme for financing this kind of initiative.
How much does one vehicle cost?
The vehicle costs 25 lakhs, but because I contributed to the design, they reduced it, and it came to Dimapur at a fixed price of 20 lakhs, which is the limit of PMEGP
So this is
scheme.
being funded by the Ministry of Tourism.
No. This is on the initiative of individual promoters of this who are assisting us in every. Yeah,
So we can say Greenland, Nagaland.
Greenland, Nagaland, yes. That
So
is
do
the
you have branches
initiative.
in other districts?
Pardon?
Do you have Greenland, Nagaland branches in other districts?
All the 16 districts you have covered already.
Actually-
I've been going around for
we are
16
desert
days.
one.
I have traveled every day going to one district, covering photographically, so that you can justify to the government why we need.
Sorry, then how can the public get access to the process?
In the second phase, yes, public will be provided with a similar facility.
So they'll have to contact Greenland, Nagaland.
Yes,
Get
my
access.
numbers are given there. You can contact us anytime. I am available 24 hours for this. And anytime you want to know anything about our initiative, you are more than welcome.
The 16 vehicles that are supposed to be entering Nagaland by November 27th, if I'm not mistaken, is it only for the Hornbill Festival?
No.
It's
Regular operation.
a regular operation for the tourists, and 16 would be in the 16 districts of Nagaland. One bus for each district is being allotted. Yeah, and also it's through the MSME scheme, micro, soft, and small scale enterprises. It's through that. So if you can click on that, you'll see that also. MSME scheme. It's a medium and small scale enterprise. Through that, it's through the Prime Minister's scheme. So you can always click on it and then see the schemes, which is on the website of MSME.
And
Yeah.
I run personally an initiative for MSME entrepreneurs. Anyone who is interested to do any project will give them complete consulting backup. Right? Because
So
I
one
am
last question.
I am with the SSI from 1972.
So like other
And
areas are hilly.
we have reached a stage when we started with only 1 lakh as a limit of financing. Today, MSME units can go up to 50 crores. So there is a great opportunity
that's a
for
very good,
MSME
question.
entrepreneurs of Nagaland.
Definitely,
Young boys and girls
this
must
has
come
a
forward.
lower
We'll help
kind of
them in
a
every
power,
possible way.
yet it can go up to the hills,
Yeah.
but in a slower
Anytime you
pace,
need
not
any
at
help,
60
you can
kilometers,
call me up.
not at 80
I'm
kilometers per
always
hour,
available.
but at a rate of 40 kilometers or 50 kilometers, it can surely fly up to the hills also.
With full passengers.
Yeah, with full passengers. This is a limit of 16 passengers. So with 16 passengers, we could go to Woka, we could go to Mokokchung and Tuensang.
But not with at the speed of.
Yeah, not at
No,
a
no,
speed
no.
of 70 or
No,
50 kilometer. Yeah, we
But
have to
maybe-
slow down the speed.
Maybe
Yeah.
on the later date, we will also be able to increase the speed.
Yeah.
But not at this moment because
Yes.
technology has not grown. This is rechargeable. While it runs, it recharges also the batteries.
Yeah.
So final question, sir, will all the other 16 buses, will they all be electrical?
Yeah, all will be easy. Electric vehicles.
And the last answer which I would like to give is you can recharge this vehicle within 4 to 5 hours. It takes just 4 to 5 hours, you'll recharge it and use it from here to Mokokchung and back.
So what's the mileage on a full battery, on full charge?
On a full charge, we could go to 140 kilometers. Yeah, after that, you could recharge in Mokokchung or any station that you stop.
While you take yourself some refreshment, you can get the vehicle to recharge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.